can never keep my distance from a little mischief, I admit. Now I'm hanging on my hopes on us and letting you decide. I will never lose my interest if there's something in this. I'm convinced there's a glimmer of a hope for us, or is it just a lie? So why you selling me a lie? La 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 la, la 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 la. Are you selling me a lie? La 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 la, la 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 la. Show me a way to get lost, to run from all I want. There's too many ways to get high when you're my every thought. It's like I'm invisible, visible, 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 yeah. Show me a way to get lost, to run from all I want. So did your luck run out? Are you running dry? Did you realize I was everything you hoped for now? I never had it down. And so now, from the moment you came over, I'll be anything you wanted me to be. Now I know that it was only curiosity that led you to me. Show me a way to get lost, to run from all I want. There's too many ways to get high when you're my every thought. It's like I'm invisible, visible, 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 yeah. Show me a way to get lost, to run from all I want. So you're selling me a lie, la 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 la, la 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 la. Are you selling me a lie, la 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 la, la 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 la. So are you selling me a lie, la 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 la, la 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 la. Are you selling me a lie, la 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 la, la 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 la. Show me a way to get lost, to run from all I want. There's too many ways to get high when you're my every thought. It's like I'm invisible, visible, 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 yeah. Show me a way to get lost, to run from all I want.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day one of Freestyle. You have your two most professional commentators here today.
Yes, you're very professional commentators, and you might be like, well, guys, where are the GMs? And we're going to tell you, you get something better than GMs today.
Women. Just kidding.
Strong start to the event, and we have a huge matchup here, which is actually a grudge match, isn't it, Andrea?
It is a grudge match. My sister has been listening to really dubious rap music all day with her earbuds locked in. I'm not gonna lie, she was pretty upset about last time when she lost Anna. She did just beat Ray Enigma right before, so I think she's in good shape today.
No, I've heard her. She's listening to her music. She's dancing. But
Yeah.
you know, Anna also seems in good form, too.
Did you see any pre-game rituals from Anna?
I mean, just being her smiley sunshine self, which means
Anna's
she
in
is
good
ready.
shape.
Absolutely ready.
We are live on 3 channels today. So hello, Anna's chat. Hello, Freestyle Chess. Everyone joining. We've had a long stream. Thanks for still hanging around. And Botez. Hi, my chat. Good to see you guys. Feels weird to be in this really professional seat, but
Also, I feel like this is meant for someone a little taller than us.
yeah, I feel like you should raise your chair a little bit. I don't know. One commentator must have been much taller than the other, and the other was a little shorter because I've got the booster seat. But honestly, I don't mind.
I think I need the booster seat a little bit. Oh, I see. And now
Okay,
I'm as
this is
tall as Andrea.
OBS.
Look at this. This is very,
Right.
very exciting.
Well,
Hello, chats. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you have any predictions for today, Andrea?
I mean, What type of Botez would I be if I wasn't to predict my sister? How about you?
I don't know, because I think if I answered,
Someone would hold a grudge.
Someone would hold a grudge.
It's hard
for
because
sure.
Anna and Jules are like genuinely my best friends. So I do like rooting for Anna, but I have seen my sister when she's really motivated, and she is very scary, and she does not like losing, especially 2 times in a row.
Oh no, she definitely does not like losing. She can make you cry. You do not want to get on Alex's bad side.
Hello, chat. What is your guys' predictions?
So we're getting word that we are going to get to the lottery, see what's happening with the match, and it will be very exciting.
Yeah, if you thought chess didn't have lottery, it does. All right, we'll be right back, chat.
Welcome to the revenge show match between Anna Cramling and Alexandra Botez. They faced off in Weissenhaus in February. Now they're here in Paris. They are going to be playing 4 games of 5+5. We're about to draw. The first position commentary will be done by Andrea Botez and Jules. So we are ready. Thank you so much to Kata for assisting me. Let's go. And the first position is 895. Enjoy the show and good luck to the players.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Getting some exciting stuff in here.
It was position 69.
Really?
Just kidding. No, it was 895.
Oh, I
love
really believed it
position
for a second.
895.
It's good.
Don't you hate when you get position 895?
No, I hate that. But that position is one Alex has been studying very intensely.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
I see Alex and Anna's cams. The girls look frantically setting up the pieces. I'm excited for this. Anna's such like, Anna's so scary on the chessboard, and she's also been improving more and more. But I don't know, she's just so sweet. Whenever I see Anna, I can't go in there with like a spirit like you want to destroy, but I know Alex is doing that today, so.
Well, no, Anna is deceivingly competitive. She's very sweet.
Exactly.
She cares about you as a friend, but I think she can definitely bring the heat on the chessboard.
Oh, okay, they're adjusting. All right.
Adjusting hair, giving us a little smile, a little wink from the
Adjusting hair
audience
is
here.
just as important as the pieces, everybody. Chat, are you guys excited to see the rematch? This was honestly a really fun. Okay, here's our starting position. Oh.
Do you recognize it? It's very similar.
It's pretty close. So there's one position my sister and I have been preparing versus all the grandmasters. We forced everyone to play the same position so we would have better games, and it's pretty similar, except you would have a castled king after one move. So it's kind of similar, but Alex was really preparing it only with the white pieces. All right, and we go.
And ironically, I actually was looking for the most unbalanced position for white. To play against some of the grandmasters during media day, and it was this exact position, except the queen was on A1.
Our chessboard is not updated. Oh, but it's probably fine. Actually, it's not. Commentary team, our chess PGN is not following. If anyone could help us with the analysis board, it's okay. We will watch from the distance.
Yeah, in the meantime, we can comment on the body language, and your sister is glaring down that chessboard there. I would not want to be that chessboard. You know, I've always said I don't want to make Alex mad. That's something that I have yet to do, make her very, very mad. And I'm scared for that moment. But you do not want to be looked at by Alex the way she's looking at those chess pieces right now.
Okay, we can kind of commentate from the sidelines. Chat, we're having a little bit of fun. We're going to be in the viewers experiencing, watching from the side view. Alex looks to have played A6 and B5. Sorry, H6.
You have really good eyes, Andrea.
But I cannot quite decipher all of Anna's moves. We're going to have the commentary board hopefully working very soon.
I think the commentary we need now is on that cool leather jacket there. I think if this is the correct one that I'm thinking of, Anna told me that she thrifted it yesterday. No, she didn't thrift it yesterday, but she did thrift her jacket, which I thought was very cool. Yeah, we're going to get that board to you shortly. In the meantime, do you think if you ever bet on anyone besides your sister to win a game,
she would never forgive me? Let's see what the polls have. Well, I have a feeling both of our chats will be biased, but maybe we should run a poll in the freestyle chat. Just kidding, there are 34 chatters, but you know what? Hi, all 34 of you. If you are there, you're very special. You should all give me your prediction, because you guys will be easier to read.
We love all of you chatters equally, just as your parents love you and your siblings equally.
Sure they do. We all know mom and dad have favorites. All right, chat, we're still waiting for the chess.com board to load. But from what it looks, Alex only has her, I don't even know, does this count as kingside pieces, pawns?
Oh,
Yes.
I think we have it now.
Great. Except not on our end, but chat, at least you can follow along.
On it, I think this is...
No, I need a chess.com loading.
Yeah, we're going to get that loaded. I wonder if this is the same position, because when I was looking and analyzing this position, except the queen was on A1 earlier, it was supposed to be highly in white's favor. So I'm wondering, I know some of these positions are a little bit imbalanced, so I'm interested to see if that's the case or not. But so far, just looking at it, it seems like Alex has a handle on things.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, we see some center push. How do you feel about it saying Botez there? Do you think it should say like, oh, we can't even say a Botez because you're also a Botez?
I prefer that it represents both of us. Sometimes people come up to me in the street and they're like, hey, you're a pro poker player. I'm like, yeah, man, that's me. They're like, I watched you win 100K from Mr. Beast. I'm like, totally.
How far does this go? You just impersonate your sister a lot?
Yeah, sometimes, we both take credit. Sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes you do. It really depends. People come up to Alex calling her DJ. She doesn't mind. It's fun. All right, chat, let's do a little bit of commentary without the board for now. Both of these girls have gotten lessons in Chess 960 or Freestyle from the top players in the world, including Magnus and Gukesh. I know because we forced them for our YouTube videos. So let's see what from those lessons they're applying. One lesson that I thought was interesting that Gukesh mentioned is in these positions, you can delay the development of the bishops because they're very powerful, sometimes without even moving. Obviously, unlike regular chess, we can see that very soon already for both Alex and Anna's positions. The snipers are in the corners. It's a strange position because it looks like the girls have already castled, but I believe that you're still allowed to queenside castle if you develop your queen, but that would be really strange.
Yeah. Taking a look here at that position, I think there could be a nice outpost eventually on F4 there for Miss A. Botez. But yeah, it's kind of funny how they have a symmetrical position. Do you think they just like copied each other in the opening?
Honestly, I feel like everyone in freestyle doesn't really know what to do for the opening. So even for 2,200 plus players, the standard is just copycat, and sometimes it works.
Hey, I mean, the copycat approach is definitely an approach here. But I don't know. I love how serious they're taking this. I think the first freestyle match we saw between them, Alex was joking around. We were seeing some smiles being cracked. But no, this is like down to business. Like, look at these girls. They came to rumble.
On the line. All right, Anna is coming and attacking the D5 pawn. There's only one way Alex can defend. I don't think she really wants to create any holes around her king, but that is one of the drawbacks of her knight blocking her e-pawn. Also, chat, we are purely amateurs. Our eval bar hasn't loaded because we have no chess PGN, so take all my commentary with a grain of salt.
Actually, sometimes that's better.
I'm going to channel my Iranian in spirit.
No, sometimes it's better because, I feel like everyone watching her along, like everyone's an armchair grandmaster, of course, but like, I don't know. It's more fun. We're all kind of
any secret grandmasters in the chat. Okay, one more poll in both chats. Let's do maybe 1,000 and above, 1,500 and above, and 2,000 and above. So I know how accurate I need to be.
Okay, no one's gonna answer honest.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I thought which would be.
It would be hilarious to see the answers there. Your secret GM?
Ooh, wow. Alex decided not to defend the pawn, rather to push. And, perhaps Levon may or may not say, we don't actually know that it is an inaccuracy because she is overextending. She is, although defended both by her knight and bishop, but I do think she's created a potential weakness. And you are right, Jules, you guessed it, she's got the outpost, and we have an eval bar now. Yay, we can make arrows, chat. Let's go. Okay, Jules, we can share this equally.
All right, sounds good. And we're up on the screen. Look at us. We look so cool. This is the whole, we have like the 3 roommates.
This is great. This is the family chat. This is the commune.
This is the family. You guys are seeing exactly what we do over dinner, play chess and commentate for each other.
I'm glad our poll is really accurate. We have over 3,500 and under. Anna Cramling. Oh, I can run a poll in Anna's chat. Hello, Anna Cramling chat. I feel like there may be some secret GMs in here. I believe you, Ariel Levy Chess. 712. Anna's chat is the only one that answered honestly, which is what I would expect. Okay, got it.
So now,
good to know.
Anna has a choice. Do you want to take the knight to stop any E2 shenanigans? And that is what she does there.
The girls are playing fast. This is a very strange pawn structure. Anna lost a little bit of her advantage. The position went by quickly, but this pawn on f5, technically you could put your bishop, I guess, on the center in e4, but I would say it's a little bit of a liability. The hard thing in this position is, number one, how do you even castle? So I believe, like, honestly, Jules, you can help me. I think a queenside castle, the black king could come to a fate.
I think it's impossible to
Oh, so you're already castled in this position.
No, you're not already castled, but here I think you would run into that rook on g1 if you castle.
Oh, yeah, technically.
But I don't think they know how to castle, and I don't think they're going to risk it either.
Oh, right. The kingside castle would be with the king landing on g8. And the queenside, you've already done a queenside castle. So are you only allowed 1 castle in that position? No, makes sense. My favorite part about freestyle is you do a castle and you look at your opponent, and if they make a face, maybe you know you've made a legal move, but
they have
sometimes
to call it, right?
it's easier
Is it like
than other.
Scrabble where you have to call if it's an illegal move?
It's exciting.
Otherwise, you can just castle and hope for the best. I would be a little bit nervous to call there. You never really know.
I wish they put the players' rating on the screen. Anna and Alex are actually extremely close FIDE. Alex is 2066 and Anna is 2050. They should make this FIDE rated.
This should be a FIDE rated event.
Would be nice.
That would be nice. Yeah, they're very close, and they're actually like very close in skill level too, although I do think they have slightly different styles, which is always interesting to
How would
see.
you describe Anna's style versus Alex? Oh, wow. Hang on. The eval bar just shot down with a massive blunder. Let's see if we can spot it, Jules.
Ooh, spot the blunder, oh.
Okay, it's not that obvious, because my first instinct, okay.
It might have been.
It was a very tricky move. It was a crazy line with e6 where you tried to trap the bishop, but anyways, Alex is hopefully not leaning towards a Botez gambit. She's coming for these weak pawns, but often for beginners, this can be a bait because then you have to spend all this time relocating your queen, and if you take the pawn on h3, you're kind of already blocked. This bishop ended up exactly where I said on e4, which is just defending all of these, and it's going to create a little blockade.
Chat, you know what's a beautiful moment?
What's a beautiful moment?
Hearing my lovely roommate talk about weak pawns and pawn structure, it warms my cold, cold heart to see Andrea here discussing the merits of pawn structure. And I think that's going to give her sister Alex a little bit of a push here.
Jules is the only girl I know in her 20s who would spend their birthday night planning a chess night. We had 4 chessboards set up. Everyone was different levels, and we all made chess puzzles. Okay, giant eval. I'm not looking. Oh, it's gone now.
I think there was a tactic with queen f4 check, or something like that, but it was not seen there.
I'm surprised Alex didn't go for the queen f4 check, because you want to control the dark squares in this position. Where you don't want your dark queen to be is completely cut off by all of your pawns. And you know what I learned from Jules' birthday night? Her friend, who was, I think, an international master, and he prepared our puzzles and told us all of our strengths and weaknesses. Mine was that I know where the pieces go. Alex's was that she's very good at aggression and she doesn't know as well where the pieces go. And I would say that's what she did with her queen today.
Yeah, that's why I said their styles are different. Anna and Alex here. Like Anna, I'd say is a positional player. She likes her d4. She likes some of her positional vibes. And Alex can be very aggressive and very tactical. But they both play, you know, however they want to play during the day.
4 seconds on the clock. We have 2-second increment. That's probably why Alex. Wow, this is coming down to the wire. Okay, 4 versus 3 seconds, chat. And we've discovered how you can castle. We got a queenside castle. A little bit late for now. Now's probably not the best time to queenside castle, sweet sister, but that's okay. I'm glad she learned how to castle.
You know what? She was doing it for the practice here, but she has 3 seconds on her clock.
Alex is being smart. She's saying, I take draw. I have no problem. Just kidding. She changed her mind. She doesn't want to give the draw. Alex avoids the perpetual and now has an advantage in the position. And now she's the one attacking the king.
But she has to be very careful not to blunder with so little time Although I think she can do it. You know, she is very good at those time scrambles.
She is. This is usually where Alex shines, although Anna was doing very well last time. Okay, this is very scary because the king finally is, okay, she took both the king and the queen off a potentially open file where the c1 rook is pointing, but Anna is trying to create a juicy pass pawn.
And you don't see it right here, but actually Anna is also under immense time pressure with only 2 seconds on her clock. So they're both in a huge time scramble. It's just gonna be who blunders last.
Okay, and the queens have been traded. Now we're going into an endgame, but we have an uneven material, or we have even? No, Alex is
no, there's you see the bishop?
Yeah. Oh, right, there's a bishop. Oh my God, when did Alex win a bishop? When did that happen? Did you see that, Chet?
Yeah, but look
Chet,
at these
when did Alex win a
strong
bishop?
pawns too. I don't know.
Oh my
Those
God,
pawns
is
become
Alex
an
going
issue.
to start with a win? Okay, now everything is defended. Alex has created, wow, it's dead even. It's dead even.
It's Steven. No, I think this really, especially with the time, this position, anything could happen.
This is crazy. Although Alex's has a material advantage because White was able to push this f4 pawn, now White can finally punish Black's bad pawn structure, which is these two isolated doubled pawns. They're extremely easy to attack. I think Black's mistake was allowing this pawn push, but it was a time scramble.
And also your issue here, if you're Alexandra, is those pawns might require you to sacrifice a piece at some point if you're not careful.
Now Alex might have to fight for the draw.
Oh, and that promotion looks like...
Wow, Anna is so impressive. She just got an advantage out of a down material at least -2 position, and now she's nearly winning, promoting her pass pawn. Like, those pawns came out of nowhere. I don't even know how it got so quickly to the 7th rank.
I think there was a way to stop promotion, maybe by bringing the bishop in, but now you're gonna have to sacrifice your rook for it, and you know, just with a bishop with a pawn versus a rook, it looks like it's gonna be very difficult.
Well, if Anna blunders this pawn, I don't think she knows she can't checkmate with a rook versus bishop endgame.
We see a chatter say Anna is keeping her cool. This is wild. Yeah, Anna
rook
is a
b6 check
pro
was
with
the final
this.
mistake. I think Alex's core mistake was bringing her queen to h3 and trying to go for a isolated pawn on the side of the board. When there was a lot of dark square weaknesses around the king, she just went for activating her pieces, but that's my little sibling bias.
Well, I think Anna did play it very well with those pawns, just creating as much issues as possible, especially with the time scramble.
Wow,
So
Anna takes the
Yeah,
cake.
exactly. Yeah, I don't
Wow,
know.
congratulations. Thank you for the sub, Hydratic and moves.
what a start.
For tuning in.
Did you also feel like very out of, like, I feel like I couldn't see anything in the game? Like in
What
the beginning,
a start there. You can see them
very
discussing it.
rusty.
Anna looks a little bit more smiley than Alex there, but
I think we hear them on stream.
Yeah. I feel like, okay. I just let
We
it
don't
I
hear
felt
what they're
bad.
saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone
But good
please turn
hustle.
audio on for
Thank
us.
you. I feel like I swindled you. Yeah, I like gave literally all of my pawns.
Okay, we don't have their audio,
Yeah,
but chat,
crazy.
you do.
Yeah. Okay, let's set it up correctly now. So
Yes,
this
I'm
doesn't
gonna
happen.
try. Yeah, let me try.
Yeah.
Because I was pretty sure I put 5 in there, but I'll try. Here, maybe we set up this. The position isn't there anymore, but I guess we can try by memory.
Yeah, now we get a new position.
Also,
right?
can you guys have it so we can hear their audio
Oh,
as
we're
well?
playing the same one.
Or was it a new one every time?
Last time we did a new one every
Oh, then
time.
let's do a new one every time.
Yeah.
Wow, I was not expecting Miss Cramling to win on time, but again, never underestimating Anna. I have seen her literally progressively get stronger at freestyle chess, from doing a Simo versus Kukesh to, of course, the match versus my sister. So seeing her come back in under time pressure, down material, and just winning that endgame shows how strong Anna's fundamentals are. Us Botez, we got to work on our endgames a little bit.
Well, your sister does love her endgames, but it's very difficult in those kinds of positions, especially with time pressure. You know, you've got the nerves. It's just who makes the last mistake. And I think Anna did very well with those pawn pushes. It's going to be interesting, but your sister was fuming.
We couldn't hear the audio chat. Can someone interpret for us? She looked friendly, but I know, again, last time the match, it started like this. Alex was lagging behind, and she slowly started catching up. It takes a little bit of time for Alex to shake off the rust, but the more she plays, usually the better she gets.
No, that's very true. Your sister definitely takes a little bit to get back into it, but if Anna is on her game, I don't know. Do you think your sister gets tilted a lot? Do you think this will tilt her?
Unlike, I would say, most chess players' weaknesses, like myself, I think she's good at handling tilt and using it for motivation, whereas I just play faster thinking I'm better, and then I just get worse. But how about you? What do you think? You know my sister pretty well.
I hear her screaming at the chessboard a lot.
She does scream a lot at the chessboard, that's true.
I don't think she gets as tilted as the rest of us mortals. I think she does get tilted.
All right, the next position is up on the screen. We don't have it yet on our analysis board, but let's see. 4-2-2, almost 420. Freestyle, just kidding. Sorry, bad joke. I like to see where they'll start telling me to stop, but
we're gonna start getting something in our ear here.
Okay, this one's interesting because the bishops are on the original starting position.
I know, I looked at this, I was like, wait, is this just a normal chess board?
So this is gonna be so straight. This is interesting because I think almost the best opening could be a London system or a reverse London. Again, chat, I'm an amateur, I'm just guessing. But you have to take these bishops out some way, and I would assume that f4, c4 is the best squares because you want a castle, and then you want to take out your knight, most likely, to the original position. It could be the first time in history that Anna Cramling plays a London system position, and then I'm going to take it out of context, clip it, and say Anna Cramling vouches for the London system, and no one will know.
I don't think the London system is ever preferable. So if we see that, you just know that it's just a bad omen. But maybe I'm on the opposite side of this. Ooh. I've had some bad luck in that in the past.
Do you think Anna could play cow opening in this setup?
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it would be like kind of a weird cow. Like a
maybe an improved cow, to be honest.
Is there like, you know how it's like donkey and mule? Is there like a cow and something else?
An ox, maybe?
An ox, yeah.
A male cow, but that's kind of sexist towards the cows, I'm sorry. Just an ox would seem like...
Is an ox a male cow?
Is it, chat? I would assume so, but...
It could be.
I don't know.
An ox is a male cow? No, it might
kind
be.
of an educated guess.
I guess we're inventing new openings here in Freestyle position
Alex
422.
A bull is a mate. What is an ox then? Ox, no offense, but they're kind of irrelevant. Like, people don't really want to eat them. You don't really milk them. What do you do with an ox? I guess you need them to reproduce.
Eat ox?
Anyways, let's go. Let's tune in.
And as you see, master commentary here coming from you here in Paris.
Oh my God, really? Is that what an ox is? See, guys, you came to learn about chess.
And here you're learning instead about very
here, most grandmasters would be intensely studying the position, as you see Anna. My sister is looking off stoically into the distance, but she could be calculating in her head. We don't know.
Yeah, I think, she's always calculating. She's always looking at that opening. I mean, it's funny that Anna's not looking at the board at all. Maybe she's already decided what she wants to do.
3, 2, 1, go. You can start.
Okay, and the game has started. We are starting with move 1, d4. This is looking like it's getting closer to a London system. My sister does have a couple of d4 setups. Although, okay, thank God, because Alex does not do a good job playing the London system. I hate to say it. Every time she tries, she butchers it. I'm happy to see c4 on the board.
Okay, well, I mean, this isn't even... I think this actually could be dangerous, because Alex is a d4, c4 player. She's a d4 player, which means that perhaps she thinks that following some of the openings she knows, since the position's so familiar, is a good thing to do. But that can actually be dangerous, right, Andrea? Because you can just kind of autopilot something and not realize that the position is pretty significantly different.
Just in case you were wondering, Jules, an ox is a castrated cow.
Is it actually? I feel like people were messing with us.
No,
Oh.
Chat knows. They're very educated. But yes,
very exciting.
It looks like Anna's playing gambit style. She gambited a pawn, but okay, it was not a gambit because the queen wasn't defended right. And now she has strong knight. The most important thing in these openings for freestyle is to try to activate the knights first, usually because you can easily find outposts and holes in the position. Alex's move got a slight faint question mark. It looks like she was just trying to defend her pawn. I'm also thinking, why the question mark?
I'm not sure. Perhaps it allows, some sort of queen.
Also, this is I believe it's,
best of 3 format here. That's what I was told.
Okay, the format changed twice, so it's either a first to 3. I'm pretty sure if it's
First to
5-5, we're playing 5-5, so it's first to 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's first to 3.
First to 3, not best to 3.
Same
that makes
format as
sense
last
because
time.
then it would be like
First to 3. Otherwise, that'd be a really quick
Yeah,
match.
and you see this A4 move probably to prevent B5 there because.
Yeah, a small note here. I'm surprised Anna didn't play B5 right away. I think instead of A6, B5 right away would have been stronger.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Just go for that queenside push as soon as you can. But yeah.
A very strategical, wow. Anna immediately punishes Alex's, again, I think Alex slightly overextended her pawns because, right, she can defend this pawn, but it's already on the diagonal of the queen. You don't want to be opening up the dark squares on your king. Anna's immediately trying to activate her bishop. She wants to trade in the center and hope for another almost pass pawn, but not yet.
Yeah, and you know, Anna is actually a pretty aggressive player. I remember her aggression.
Yeah, when
on the
have you seen
board.
Anna be aggressive? I guess on
Not
the board,
in life,
yes.
on the board. I remember it
Anna's
was rough.
aggression.
Do you see it? That's just gonna get taken out of context. But I see it in the back of my mind, that lost game. But she's a very aggressive player as well, and she doesn't let a lot of opportunities go to waste here.
One comment in the chat said, am I bad if I root for Anna because I'm old and used to see her mother play games? Anna's mother is absolutely a chess legend. She was one of the strongest female chess players. But yes, you will be banned from the Botez live chat. Thank you very much for
Fun fact, Anna bet her mother on a chess game that she ended up losing. So I am now the proud
you won
recipient of Anna's mother. Yeah.
I tried to be indoctrinated into the Cramling family, and I didn't get an invitation. I kept asking her to let me play on the Swedish team. I said, I'll play board 5. Please let me be. I'll play Swedish. And she did not
Don't you
say
have
yes.
to be Swedish?
Well, yeah, that's why she was going to adopt me, but they didn't say yes.
It does make sense. But just had to put that out there. Pia, if you're watching, you're going to give me a chess lesson, maybe. Please. Thank you.
Okay, let's do a little quick analysis. It looks like Anna is ahead in development, but she is again offering the trade, which makes sense. It's going to take much longer for Alex to castle. She has to develop both the knight and bishop, which in Freestyle, this is a lesson I learned from Gukesh. You only really want to activate your queen if it's in a square where it's already restricting all your pieces. But I think Alex's queen placement was already active from the beginning. So I think Alex made a small inaccuracy by playing queen c2. The better method would have been to try to just develop the knight and bishop right away, similar to what Anna did, so that you can develop your king side.
Yeah, because now it feels a little bit difficult if you ever want to castle to get into that position. I don't know. You have to try to develop your bishop first, but it feels
Doesn't
like
really
you're
have
going to
any
run
good
into
squares now in
something.
this position. Yeah, I think that's why you always want to prioritize developing those pieces first. And you would think that my sister learned from the first game not to bring out the queen early. Also, I believe that was the lesson last match. I remember as Levon shouted at my sister, why is she taking out her queen? She did it again. This one didn't go as far, but she's trying to develop this, and the eval bar shoots down because this pawn in the center, again, overextending her pawns, she wasn't punished. I believe that if you were, I wonder if the line was if you were taking with the queen, but this pawn must have been a liability, and there's got to be a way to win it. Another idea is simple, just developing, bringing this knight, hoping to bring it to b6.
Yeah, and now it looks
Knight d7,
like
knight
the
b6.
king is also a little bit weak here. Like, you do get that f4. En passant is a possibility, although I'm not sure you'd want to do that because it allows more development. But yeah, I don't know. This is looking like it could be a little bit difficult for her king safety, but I don't think it's over yet.
So I think if black was to take en passant, it would help white because it activates your knights, which Alex needs to develop. Because if she gets this knight out, then again, this rook can come to f1. She opens up this bishop, and she has piece activity. But the problem here is that black doesn't need to take, and Anna does the best move, which is knight d7. And if you don't take right away, then the knight will come to b6, putting pressure on this bishop and on this pawn, forcing the bishop back, and just hopefully black is slowly developing and going to win this pawn soon.
So you're telling me en passant isn't forced?
En passant, oh yeah, good point. Yeah, breaking news, chess world, en passant is not a forcing move.
We never knew, we never knew. But yeah, this is looking a little bit difficult, and I'm wondering if Alex is feeling the stress and pressure here in this position as well.
All right, let's check on the Cramling chat. Anna is always playing strong. Who is the other commentator with Andrea? This is Jules. Jules Gambit on socials. She has the best chess interviews. She is the most dedicated chess fiction reader that I know.
Why is that how you introduce me? I do not read a chess
What,
novel.
you love books about chess?
Yes, but it sounds so sus when you say it like that.
She convinced me to listen to the Bobby Fischer Audible book, Endgame. It's actually an amazing book.
So good.
The first book about chess, I listen to it every plane ride. I haven't finished it yet, but I thoroughly enjoy my time. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about the chess world, but you don't love just reading chess notation. So.
Yes, that sounds right. If you started with that, then she really loves chess nonfiction. That sounds sus. But I am also the roommate of these kind ladies here and the friend of both of them as well, so it's hard to know who to root for here. I know you kind of have to automatically root with your sister, but, you know, Anna is playing very, very well right now, but the time's about even. I think they're both pretty fast players.
They are, but so this is an interesting position since it's technically equal on material, but the eval bar is so much in Anna's favor. So let's try to assess maybe, I'm going to use my big brain to think why this position. So Alex, first of all, gives Black the file right away. I think, number one, development is very easy for Black. This bishop, if we look, has a great square on g4. This knight is a trap knight, and the knights are so important to activate because of this hanging, this pawn locked in the center. The knight cannot come to f3 or d3. It's really hard to develop, and while Alex's pawn was more of a weakness that was getting attacked, Anna's pawn is strong and defended by the knight, which usually you want to block pawns with your knight, not with the bishop. So Anna's knight on d6 is a very resourceful knight.
It is a very, very strong knight. I mean, also you're having a lot of issues with just like the piece harmony here, you know?
Exactly.
It's a little bit rough, but I don't think it's over yet because even though this is kind of like a positional nightmare for Alex, if Anna gets low on time, it's possible that she could find a nice tactic or a nice move to just kind of untangle her pieces and get them coordinating better.
Chet, I think we're going to do a training camp after this because this is the second tournament I've commentated where I hear the word nightmare describing my sister's chess, and I don't like hearing it, but it is very validated. So, yes, you're not the first.
But you know, there are redeeming things. There are redeeming things here, and one of them is that your sister is very fast. She's very good at time management. She sees her tactics, and when there's opportunities, usually she's able to spot them. I think it just depends if she's, you know, on form today, and I'm not exactly sure yet.
Yeah, so just to give a couple plans here for how Alex could potentially develop her pieces, the main issue in the position right now is the knight. The knight is obviously being blocked by the queen and the pawns, which is why computer is saying one option, well, not anymore, but was g3, trying to create a square for this knight. The issue is that you want to have an outpost or even having your knight block a pawn, and once the knight goes to g2, there's not really any other square she can go. Maybe Alex can try to activate this rook. Rook c1, put some pressure on this pawn. Can Alex even take this pawn? Why can't we take this pawn? What happens? Oh, the rook comes to the file and we get immediately punished. Wow. Maybe we can do a quick... Let's see. Okay, no, we can't. Just kidding. The game continues.
And something about freestyle that a lot of people underestimate is just how, you know, non-intuitive piece harmony can be. Because in a lot of, you know, classical chess positions, you've seen the position many, many times, so you know where you're supposed to put your pieces. But here, they're just in, you know, deep waters all alone, and they have to figure out what to do.
Yep, Alex is trying to activate her pieces. Anna comes attacking. Anna's also, she got that passed pawn. I feel like I jinxed it. She's going to have a very strong center if she's able to block this. Here I wonder, wow, there's a nice tactic. Is Anna going to see it? Knight, bishop takes on a4, and if the queen takes back, then this bishop is left undefended, and if white takes the queen, then we just do queen trade, and Anna has won a pawn, and this is exactly what I was going to say. The tricky thing with removing this rook is that Alex has created a weakness on a4 that is easily attacked, another downside from overextending your pawns, because now you can't develop your rook without leaving your pawns hanging, but Anna did not see the tactic, because she has under a minute.
I feel like this entire game is just us trashing Alex's position.
We are simply... I saw one comment in Anna's chat, and it was like, when will we have unbiased commentators? I'm like, excuse me, we are getting rolled, sir. I don't know what you're talking about, unbiased.
You just said we're getting rolled.
We're getting rolled. Well, yes, I am a Botez, but I will be... practical about the position, and the eval bar speaks for itself.
The eval bar is definitely doing a lot of speaking here. The peace harmony is doing a lot of speaking here too, and sometimes there's very few positions in life that you look at and you just like cringe, you know, and you're like, ugh.
And to the chatter who said tactic not working because of b3, well, the bishop could then take on b3, and then you win 2 pawns with the same threat. Chad is also asking when there will be, I will be playing freestyle match, which, you know, maybe if I had an opponent to do a match against, maybe I would. If only there was some woman at this tournament with a similar online rating close to mine.
Interesting.
Who would challenge me in person if they weren't afraid.
If only, if they aren't. So what's our score in chess right now?
I mean, I
forget, sorry.
Played you the same week I went to a hospital, but I'll take you straight up tomorrow if you want.
Wait, you did it before the hospital.
Yeah, potentially, but you know, the fiction doesn't have that.
Can someone fact check, what's the score between Andrea and I?
So Jules has 1 win, but I would like to have a real game.
You'd like a real game?
Yeah, I was not prepared. I would like to play you in freestyle, where you can't use your weapons versus my London. I was terrified to play you because your prep was so good, but in freestyle, you've got nothing.
You can't use your London against me either. Anyway, chat, I think Andrea's getting a little bit too ahead of herself.
So is that a yes, I'll take you on in a match?
I'll take you on any day.
Tomorrow?
Okay.
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 We'll arrange it with the commentators, aka us, we're the commentators. Well, I would love to play Jules. Okay, let's look at this position. Chat said rook f8 is cooking, but we can't do rook f8 because of the bishop on a3. And now Anna is forcing a trade. Time is getting low. Alex has 13 seconds under 27, but she's only down a pawn. So although the eval is so strong for Black's favor because his pass pawn is just way too strong.
Yeah, it's not even about the material or the pawns. It's just that there isn't really much compensation. I mean, Alex does have the bishop pair, so if she's able to find some sort of tactic with that, that would be great, but the queens are off the board.
Nice move. Alex is trying to make a simple threat here, pushing the Steve pawn. Very nice counterattack by Anna.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Play with your time.
Wow. She doesn't. Wow. What a nice continuation. Instead of moving the king out of the discovery to the corner, Anna found the forcing variation to block the diagonal and improve her own bishop and attack Alex's pawn. Again, his position keeps coming to pawns that have been overextended and not been able to be defended. And this pawn on d5 is now going to be the next hanging pawn. If this is, again, best out of 5, so
Alex is going to need to come back if she wants a chance. Otherwise, this could be a knockout from Anna. Anna could just be coming to Rumble, leaving no, what is it, leaving no prisoners? Leaving no enemies? I don't know.
Yeah, I never thought I would hear Anna knockout, because when you say that, I imagine her in a ring.
Taking no prisoners.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Magical person in our ear.
Yes, very
But
exciting.
it is true. Anna is playing very strong, and Anna has been improving at freestyle more and more. So I do love to see that Anna's a very strong chess player, and Alex, we need to excel to the same standard, and it's good because Anna raised the bar.
You know, with Alex, I don't even know it's that she's not at that level. I think it's just Alex, you know, some days she's very, very on, and other days she's not, and it's hard.
It depends how many kinders we have for breakfast, and today we had a lot of kinders for breakfast, so that could be why. I wonder what Anna had for breakfast.
Probably eggs or something nutritious.
Well, I stayed at Anna's once, and she likes a very old stale cracker with one thin slice of cheese, as if you're in prison, but apparently it's just a Swedish breakfast.
Is that the Swedish breakfast?
That's what she told me.
Wow, that's very...
And I said, I don't want to be Swedish anymore. And then they said, that's why you can't play on the team, because you won't eat our crackers and cheese. And I said, fine, Pia. And she said, maybe next year. And I said, okay, I'll be there.
And then you're going to eat the crackers and cheese?
Yeah.
That does sound...
what?
Like, I prefer my eggs Benedict.
Have you been taking advantage of the Parisian breakfast here?
Oh, the breakfast here is so good. You know, I think that's why the players have been like coming ready to rumble for like the freestyle chess this week, because the breakfast is so good.
All right, and the game has been decided.
Yeah. So, and then it was just, the position was so bad. Yeah, probably it was. I was just trying to I was like, if she took my pawn, if I was playing this, I'd get very annoyed, I thought. So then I thought, I want to do that.
Yeah.
In the
No, that's
opening.
good. It's okay. We'll come back in the second half. Just like last time. Except last time we drew one of the first two. Okay. at least put the pawns.
Yeah, the pawns are easy.
You know what, Andrea? I do not like how your sister sounded. She sounded a little bit dejected after that game, which makes me a little bit nervous that perhaps mentally she's feeling a little bit tilted.
Well, this is funny because this is exactly how last match went. So Alex has to win. This is a 1-3 best out of 5, and there's no coming back. But last time she almost tied up, and I believe Anna won the tiebreakers, though she did tie it up. So she's just shaking off the rust. I hope that in the third game, I think like Alex has made the same weaknesses. Not that I'm the chess doctor and I can diagnose her position, but it looks like she develops her queen before her pieces, and she overextends her pawns. And it's funny, but a lot of the same principles that apply to normal chess apply to freestyle chess. So maybe third try is the charm. And also, not to be biased, but we like to see a fight. No one wants to see someone get beat up. That's usually my job on this channel, not my sister.
Yeah, but I don't like how she sounded. I think she really needs to get that fight back in her. But you said this was how it went last time, and she was able to come back.
She is, yes. So we'll see. Anna has the white pieces. We're going to wait for the raffle, see the position. Here it is. The next position is up.
100, what a number. That is, we've had a lot of these like very solid numbers here.
Do you know the total amount of positions you can have in freestyle chess?
960.
Oh, duh. That was a joke. Gotcha. Well, we don't call it chess 960, we call it freestyle. So how was I supposed to make the connection? That makes sense. I never thought about where the 960 came from. Like, that's good to know. No one asks these questions.
We do. Maybe
you asked these questions. I don't know, chat. Who in chat didn't know that? Just asking for the chat.
Yeah, Alex was able to come back last time. Anna did end up winning the last freestyle chess match, but there was a really good fight. I think it went to overtime. It was very exciting.
We would like to go in overtime. Alex needs to lock in. Anna has been playing exceptional. She is very sharp. She knows how to immediately punish. Her time pressure management is similar to my sister, but it just looks like Alex's openings and piece placement has been a little bit dubious, which is interesting because you're not really supposed to rely much on those skills in freestyle, but these positions have been kind of resembling more natural openings, so that could be why.
Yeah, that's something we talked about earlier too, that sometimes, you know, especially with that d4, c4 push and putting the queen on c2, it almost felt like she was trying to play a classical opening in freestyle.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, the queen c2, but we'll see. Let's see in this setup, Alex is playing the black pieces. Worst case, we just copy what Anna's doing and hope for the best.
But you know, your sister performs best when the fire is at her feet. I don't actually know if that's a saying.
No, it's very true. Alex, unlike me, does not crumble under pressure. And I think same with Anna. Anna's also very good under pressure.
That's true. They both are. But maybe if we're going to see a comeback, it has to be in this round. Otherwise, Anna just might completely just sweep this.
Let's say hello to the Cramling chat so that I'm not a biased commentator. I'm curious, Anna Cramling chat, have you guys seen her chess get progressively better? I don't know how many times she's still playing Blitz online, but I've definitely seen it in person, so I'm curious what your experience has been.
Yeah.
Okay. And we see the handshake.
Ooh, okay, 2+2 time control. Just kidding, 3+2.
I was like, 2+2 is like over the board.
Okay, let's see how much this is going to change things. Both the girls start by pushing the c-pawn. The reason being they want to open their bishop right away. Right away, this is a great setup for Anna that I think Alex can learn quickly and do the same thing. Similar to what we had in the first game. Now, the bishops are very powerful. You don't need to move them very far. Both girls are actively bringing their knights, which I love to see. Anna's eyeing this square on d5, but Alex can always try to attack it with her bishop, and Alex is doing the same with the square on f4.
Yeah, so Anna's chat saying that she is working really hard at improving. She is
awesome.
probably pretty fresh too, tactically.
So Anna has been training. Is she secretly training or is she training on stream?
No, she's been secretly training for this match to take.
She could be.
Yeah, for sure.
She could be.
For sure.
And Anna's also playing, that's true. Anna does play more chess in general and more tournaments in general. She does have a lot more practice on the board, which my sister gets more practice in Monkey School of Chess. It's also very competitive, just a different school. Yeah.
Yeah, and they teach you to bring your queen out early and then don't develop anything else.
But you flag them. And unfortunately, all these games have been incremented. It just doesn't play to Monkey School of Chess strength, so.
And I just know that if Alex could, she would want to be screaming as well after the games.
Yeah.
But it's probably not good sports etiquette to scream in your opponent's face. Like you can over the board. But I don't know. As we said, Alex does have that fire in her belly.
Wow.
That's something you can't teach. And so
Okay.
if she's going to come back, it's going to be this game.
Let's take a look at this. So Anna has built a nice, I want to call it a battery. It's not a battery, but this is like the ideal setup. You have an outpost knight. It's defended by another knight. This is a good strat by Alex, trying to at least trade off one of her not so well placed knight from the G6 square with Anna's knight in the center. But even if you do take, you even open up her bishop. So she has to trade. It's a slightly better position for white just because of the more superior placement of her pieces. But here she should be making these moves pretty quick. There's not much to think about.
Yeah, especially when you're in a must-win position, it's a little bit hard to have the black pieces.
The issue with knight beat G6 is that H4 comes in and Anna plays it, not even hesitating. Now this knight is actually a liability because she didn't trade it, because it's running out of space. Now it has to go back to E7, not really where you want to go after spending 4 moves with this knight. And Anna could have even taken the knight. Rook takes. She replaces this knight. Oh, my goodness.
But now you have the fork, and the rook is going to fall.
Alex pushed the G-pawn so quick. It was a hard position. She should have left this pawn there and not created the hole.
But she's up in exchange now, up material, and you're still having issues. Look at this diagonal, too. The king is on that diagonal, which, you know, once the knight is able to move, could be opened. I don't know. I think your sister is going to have to come up with some counterplay quickly.
I can't go back. Never mind. I wanted to look at the position and see why she played G6 so quickly. Like, my sister has been doing a lot of puzzle rush, and this is a very common pattern. You know not to push this pawn. You don't want to create weakness on the dark squares, especially with a giant sniper right here. Moves like F4 will come in later and just put pressure. And she just pushed so quickly. Maybe she wants to win on the clock, which would be Monkey School of Chess, but it is no stand for Anna Cramling.
I think she might have been a little bit afraid of opening that file and would rather lose the exchange. It could have also been a decision like that. But
That's
here,
true.
I mean, at this point, you could just kind of need to, there's probably a chess term for it, but it's like go ham, you know?
Yeah.
What's the term, berserk or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
You just need to like put it all in and try for some counterplay, try to make the king weak, just try anything, even if it's not the best, because otherwise you're just going to get absolutely steamrolled in this position.
It's a really sad way you put it, because unfortunately, Alex's piece, like her only move in this position we can start, is maybe trying to control the center a little bit, F5. Oh wait, actually it was F5 for white, and we didn't even get a chance to push F5 because our knight is now blocking our pawn. And yep, F4 came in, putting pressure, makes sense. We have the queen and the bishop doubled up, eyeing this king. The king has actually nowhere to go, so the second you open up this diagonal, it is almost a checkmate position.
You know what? I think it's the momentum of this match that is hurting your sister. I think Alex can play much better chess than this, for sure.
Anna wins this, Andrea and Jules should just play today. I agree. I think that's a great idea. I would go and take on Anna, but I bet the commentary team has been, no, sorry, not the commentary team, the Freestyle team, which, first of all, huge shout out to Freestyle Chess. They have brought all of us lovely ladies here to Paris. We have been filming amazing matches with the top players in the world. Really, there's no other place we'd have an opportunity to pester Magnus Carlsen, Gukesh, also learn from them in chess. We have been taking a couple lessons. It might not look like it, but I swear we have. And they have been working overtime today just to let us do a special match for our channel. So we're really grateful to be here. And I hope the next one I will compete, because I don't like watching my sister get slaughtered.
Well, especially, I know that this is a slightly different time zone, but Freestyle Chess is playing their tournament this week. They just had the first round today. It's every day. So you guys should absolutely tune in. Lots of exciting chess. I bet you're already coming from that, so I didn't really have to say that. But I don't know. I think, as I said, your sister, if she started this match over again, I think we'd see much different chess from her. I think this is just a momentum thing.
Yep, let's take a look at the position here. We have gambited that pawn because we didn't have a choice. There was too much pressure. We were pinned. But luckily, Alex's knight is blocking this pawn. So for now, the king is safe. We are down material, but if Alex can put up a blockade, Anna only has 10 seconds on the clock. So Monkey School of Chess, the rule is you throw poop at the wall, I would have said another word, but today's a professional commentary, and you play fast and you hope for the best. And Alex is doing that. She may be down a lot of material and really not in a good position, but she does have time. It is 1 minute, 14 seconds to 3 seconds. Monkey School of Chess representing. This could be the comeback. However, Anna has 2 passed pawns. It's looking really unlikely, and the position's getting just worse and worse.
But this is 3+2, so this is a shorter format too, which means, you know, maybe if you're used to playing a little bit longer, you could just see the time tick away and not even notice it. So I don't know, with only a 2-second increment to make these moves hit the clock.
But unfortunately, the plan is very fortunately for Anna, who's been honestly playing amazing games and getting sharper and sharper. The plan is pretty clear. I don't think she's castled yet, but she could probably castle, bring a rook to f1, and then the plan is simple. You put the rooks behind these passed pawns and you just push. You trade the pieces because you're up, and I think she can make these moves pretty quickly, and Anna has been performing extremely well under time pressure. So
if you're Alexandra right now, you just want to keep it as complicated as possible, but as you said...
Instructions unclear. I threw it towards my opponent. Now that's a chess match I'd like to watch.
That is not a chess match. If you play me, you are not doing that. Thank you very much.
I'll bring some monkey moves. Although, I don't know about this representation. I think we need to start hiring some ambassadors.
Some PR.
Yeah, we need to work on our marketing.
But I don't know.
Oh, wait a second. Giant eval. Quick. Question mark.
Blunder.
Go,
What's
Jules.
the blunder?
You do your
What's the
puzzles.
blunder?
It's gone. We didn't even have time to look for it. It's honestly pretty hard because I couldn't see it either.
No, I think it was very difficult.
I'm still curious. Oh,
It's probably.
wait. Was it to do with a knight f6 because of the pin pawn?
It was probably a queen move. I'm not sure though. But
No,
chat
maybe it was a knight f6, but we can't go back.
Yapping. Yeah, but that just shows that like already the position looks a little bit. Oh well, never mind.
All right, Alex is down to 30 seconds. Well. Oh.
Well.
What a brutal blow here. Unfortunately, if Alex goes queen d6, trying to keep the bishop defended, or here I think we just lose the pawn. Alex goes for the check.
And you could try to retreat, but then you're trading. You don't really want to trade pieces here. I mean, now she's down to 13 seconds versus 4 seconds. It's looking more even on the time, and that was really her advantage there.
Yeah, and Alex can't really stop this pass pawn without letting this pawn drop. If she tries to retreat her bishop to stop the pawn,
was watching this.
Oops, didn't do that. Trade the rooks. And the game has
For the
ended.
suspense.
For the suspense.
Final game.
But we're just going, we don't even know if we're allowed.
Oh yeah, true. We don't even know if we're allowed.
Wow, Anna has been very
I
impressive.
flagged that, but I was so long time to select.
Oh my god.
Anna's just...
I can't believe I survived that. I just kept hearing the chess gives cancer to children.
Alex won.
Oh, Anna flagged! Anna flagged! She survived, monkey! Monkey, persevere.
At least you didn't get checkmated. That would have been worse. You
I also can't believe we survived that. You or me, sister. Neither of us.
maybe take it here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
And then
takes
check.
All right,
queen
chat,
check.
just kidding. We do not need ambassadors.
You mate.
Queen. No,
Oh, I
you have
guess
queen
here,
F8,
yeah.
yeah.
Zero is too much.
I don't know.
I mean, you can answer the question. What's the lowest time format you can play right now? So that you have a decider.
I mean, bullet, maybe 1+5, so it's not horrible.
It would be nice to have a fixed time that we know.
3-0.
3-0 would be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do
Take
3-0.
back everything I said about Monkey School of Chess not having enough representation. Alex threw stuff at the walls, and she flagged.
She flagged Anna.
Yes, sorry, that's what I meant.
Yes. So we literally, as the commentators who should know things, we were like, 3-0. But then it turned out that Alex flagged Anna. The disrespect.
Yeah, I'm curious. Poor Anna, she spent her time on this G4 move. I'm looking back at the old position. I guess, of course, we all have the bias. We're sitting comfortably in our nice gaming chairs with the eval bar. And Anna must have been calculating, but...
And I'm not dancing because I want Alex to win. I'm dancing because the match goes on further.
All right. We're going to have one more match, 3+0. So no increment for the
Over the
ladies.
board?
If Alex wins this, then we get to see a tiebreaker.
Position 99. I guess we're just going backwards here. And that was super, I don't know, 3+0. That's going to be really tough. I think we're going to see people just like absolutely throwing the pieces by the end if we get time scrambles.
Well, I feel like the openings, at least Anna's openings have been pretty solid, but the more Alex plays, the more she learns. So, especially what I saw last time, the quality of the chess improves. You know, speaking just for the first 10, 15 moves, not for after that. But Alex is with the white pieces this time, which means she can't copy Anna's setup. So we'll see how good the openings are.
For sure. I do think your sister got a little bit lucky in that last match.
You don't say. You don't think that was pure talent and skill, Jules? What, you're saying we didn't earn that win? What is this biased commentary?
But the 3-0 with white pieces might be helpful.
How did you beat Anna? Was it a straight-up match?
How did I? Oh, yeah, it was just a, we just played like a straight up blitz game.
It was freestyle or regular chess?
Regular chess.
What? Maybe Jules, you might need to be the next runner-up we put against Anna.
Well, I'm not sure. I think Anna, for the most part, would absolutely steamroll me, especially at freestyle. Like, as we said, she's been practicing her freestyle. I mean,
but maybe
she's
you're
very strong.
practicing. Chat, we need to make more Monkey School of Chess ambassadors to put them up. But anyways, this match is not over. We've got the positions. The girls are probably studying. Jules almost beat Jen Yu. Jules can play. I agree. If you ever want to pursue more competitive chess, I think you would improve very rapidly. But is there a reason you don't?
It's just, you know, having a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would play classical my entire life if I could.
You can always stream them, but of course it's not that simple.
Yeah, well, it's my dream. One day we'll go on that classical tour.
You can do whatever you want and play all the competitive chess in the world.
I would play so much if I could. But at the same time, you know, it is good to play any sort of chess whatsoever.
Here we begin. The girls shake hand. Alex confidently pushes in the center, where she doesn't mind that we're blocking our bishop.
I mean,
we've got a little bit of a we have a delay because I haven't refreshed. If someone could help refresh, please. There's a reload. There we go. Wow. Okay,
oh, wow, we're getting very aggressive right away. I mean, the momentum shift is going to be interesting. Like we said, Anna does keep her cool. Anna's very good at keeping her cool.
We do not have the moves updating in real time, but that's all good. I'll make them, but just letting you guys know I'm making them. Someone can help. Alex again goes for the hungry pawn, but she's placed her queen in a much better square, and light squared bishop is on a pretty far diagonal from the queen, so I think we're not going to get punished. And eval bar is actually in Alex's favor, so it could be that Anna forgot about the freestyle format, didn't see the ghost threat, and lost that pawn, which happens very often because pieces are not where you expect them to be.
Yeah, sometimes, especially if you autopilot a little bit, you know, you could easily lose a pawn. Although it's not the worst pawn to lose. It's not the best pawn to lose either, but it's not the worst pawn to lose, for sure.
Yeah, and here the strategy for white, I would assume, is I wonder if you'd want to eventually trade these bishops after b3, because now you're just up a pawn, but it would ruin your king side. But I wonder why a move like g3 is not preferred. Maybe it is now, but even better than g3, you could go g4. g4 threatening the knight right away, and now it looks pretty tempting to try to attack towards the king side since your queen and your rook can work together. There's good development for the knight. You hope to create an outpost eventually on f5. If Alex plays g4, that'd be super sharp, but she has also plenty of options.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little scary because you might be kind of like assuming your king's already castled or something and be a little afraid of opening it up, but it's quite secure there, so it's a nice find.
Okay, Alex develops logically, trying to control the center here as well. I'm sure. Is it a good move? Interesting. Usually you don't want to trade your bishops for knights in regular chess, but because the knights are so strong in freestyle, especially in the center of the board, in a square like e5, it'd be a good move for Anna to try to trade this knight for the bishop. Maybe she'll do it later. Instead, she tries to activate her knight, which is a very logical move, but it gets a question mark. But it's okay. We're getting all sorts of symbols all over the board.
Anna did not flag. I think just the front number of the timers is currently cut off. So it's a minute, as we could assume. So this is 3 + 0, very quick.
Yes, commentary team, if we can see both clocks, please. But yes, 1 minute 23 versus 1 minute 39 for Anna.
Yeah, so do you think if this match doesn't go your sister's way, Do you think she'll still be friends with Anna after this?
I don't know, 2 times in a row is pretty tough, but I know that both my sister and I respect Anna's chess a lot. Even when we did a simul, where the 3 of us played Gukesh, Anna lasted the longest and had a pretty even position. So we have been seeing in real time, so it's hard to, of course, I know in real time, but anyways, this game is not over. We're not going to speak too soon. Not going to jinx it. Let's watch the game.
And, you know, also, I mean, Anna flagged last time, so this game she's going to really bring her speed. And I think that might have motivated her a little bit to be more aware of the clock, which is really important here because it's 3+0. They don't even get increment. You know, what are they going to do? Just like throw the pieces.
Monkey School. Anna's knight is going all around the world. And we have went for the pawn, but again, these pawns often seem to be bait because it's going to be hard to develop her piece. Depends if she's getting restricted, but she's not. Now it's equal. We are no longer up a pawn.
Would you say that your sister is a greedy, greedy girl when it comes to pawns?
It depends. She was in the first game, but I think usually her instinct is good. And in this position, it was okay to take because the queen was still active. But it's also really hard in freestyle because pawns that you don't expect are undefended, and sometimes you just forget about them.
Yeah, that's very true. Forget about pawns, forget about pieces. You never really know. And just trying to figure out what to do as well, which is why you get some really creative, interesting positions like this.
Chat, we don't have a commentary board, so we're just going to watch in real time with you guys.
Yeah, chat.
Ooh, another pawn potentially hanging, but she doesn't want to take on a2 because she's afraid of the weaknesses on her king side.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a little concerned about this. Oh, wow. Alex's rook is on the open file, which I really like for white because you can eventually use the h7 square as well.
And you might be like, commentators, why are they moving so quickly? It's because there's no increment, and they're actually at 30 seconds and 20 seconds, I believe. So,
yep. We spent all this time updating the clocks, but now we don't need to.
So that means that I think it's just who can move the pieces faster and not get checkmated at this
Alex
point.
is playing very solid. Ooh, Anna didn't want to go back to the dark squares, and she gave us an exchange.
Look at the speed we're seeing here. I told you, pieces are going to be flying.
Very solid trades, makes sense. Alex is up exchange, but again, Anna with the passed pawns. Anna has won many games back to back, being down material, but knowing how to push her passed pawns and always coming back when she's down. Will she do it again?
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Look at this. Look, they're like flinging pieces. Where are the pieces supposed to go? Where's the pawn? Where's the rook?
The girls are laughing, but I don't think. Oh my God, Alex monkey school again. Alex bed, poor Cramling, with Anna having a position where she's nearly completely winning. She is completely winning. She's up a whole bishop. I don't even know when Alex lost that bishop. Monkey school of chess.
I don't even think the board knows what's going on because the pieces.
Hear the ladies.
Yeah. Okay. It's a kind of tie. It's a tie, I guess.
What? You want to take him?
Yes.
Okay.
But it becomes a tie.
Now it's a tie.
It's tie.
I think what this means is that we have
So-
to. No.
I thought we were going to tiebreakers, but we are following the classical chess world and just taking the draw, I guess. I think we weren't set up for a tiebreaker.
Are we not doing a tiebreaker?
I guess we're not doing a tiebreaker, so the match is a draw.
Do they know they're not doing a tiebreak?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's listen.
It's always so close. Like we're always so
No,
close.
it is. It's genuinely very close.
Yeah, but you're so much faster than me. Like you're so good at speed. It's crazy. Like
But
I
you
can't
can't
do what you do.
Yes, but then you actually play chess. Me, I was like 5 seconds, check her. Like my monkey brain is like, give check, don't flag.
How are your hands so fast? How is your
This is the
hand-brain
end
coordination?
of the Alex vs. Anna. We appreciate you guys all tuning in.
I feel like a boomer.
Thank you, Anna Chat. Thank you, Freestyle, for letting us have this little fun event. Hopefully we can do more of these. Speed versus chess, both equally important in such time controls.
Yes, and we have learned, chat, you don't need to put your pieces on good squares. You don't even need to be up material. In fact, you can hang anything.
I don't think, we should go spreading this gospel around. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea how Alex drew this. Like, I think she just has so much practice being fast. That is her strength. I didn't know we're not doing a tiebreaker, but I guess we want to keep you on the edge of your seat so that we will have a rematch, hopefully, I'll find an opponent. We will be here creating content till the rest of the tournament. The freestyle match games will go on where people won't be doing Monkey School of Chess. You have the top players in the world all competing. Games start earlier in the day. We appreciate you guys hanging out. I know it's a short stream, but we really enjoy doing these. We want to do more, and we're really grateful that we got to use the Freestyle super professional resources to host the stream.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Freestyle. Thank you, Andrea. Love
Thank you, Jules,
commentating
for
with
joining.
you.
Command Jules in chat as well for the lovely co-host and commentator today. I have it in the Botez chat. Jules Gambit on socials, and we will see you guys soon. Bye, chat. Thanks
Bye,
for hanging.
everybody.
Show me how to make it real. I won't let you down. If this is how we're meant to feel, I never had a doubt. Through every test, I gave you my best. I am obsessed, believe me. So take the next step, we'll make up the rest. Try to let go. Just take me for a ride. Just take me for a ride. You wanted me to break the rules. I can read the signs. I can feel it burning through. You see it in my eyes. It's complicated, 'cause all along I've been waiting. Just take me for a ride.